When an anomaly detector on a factory press line needs to query a language model, there are two architectures to choose from. In the first, the inference call leaves the factory network, traverses the WAN to a cloud endpoint, and returns a completion. In the second, the inference happens on the box the line is already connected to. The first path introduces a significant physical hurdle. Latency is measured in hundreds of milliseconds as data crosses the network boundary and returns. This creates a stark cost gap. Every cycle cloud inference can run between $700,000 and $40,000 a year, depending on the model tier. On-box inference on an e-Kanban node costs roughly €33 a year in electricity. Furthermore, the cloud model's license depends on a subscription that requires continuous internet connectivity to validate. With a cost gap that can exceed 1,700 times and a requirement for constant connectivity, cloud-based AI is often economically and operationally unviable for continuous factory tasks. Beyond the economics, high-security manufacturing environments are governed by the IEC 62443 standard. Specifically, any zone at security level 2 or above does not permit arbitrary outbound connections to cloud endpoints. This is a non-negotiable control requirement. The network must remain completely isolated. This isolation immediately breaks the licensing mechanism of most commercial AI tools. These tools typically contact a remote server on startup or per inference call. This is the air gap licensing paradox. The network isolation required for security compliance prevents the software from starting or causes it to degrade into an error state. Successfully deploying AI to the factory floor requires satisfying these security controls by architecting a stack that functions entirely without a wide area network dependency. We start at the hardware level, within a Zone 1 cabinet. Our objective is to build a completely local inference stack. The most efficient path to on-box inference is using llama.cpp to serve a GGUF quantized model. GGUF quantization drastically compresses model weights by a factor of 4 to 8 to fit into the 8 to 32 GB unified memory budgets common in edge hardware. To achieve the necessary speed, we use the NGL flag to offload transformer layers from the CPU to a dedicated neural processing unit, or NPU. Leveraging edge NPUs brings latency down to the tens of milliseconds required for anomaly reasoning. Eliminating the need for a discrete GPU is what makes this architecture deployable and scalable on the class of x86 and ARM edge boxes an OT team can actually manage. Diagnostic reasoning on a factory floor cannot rely on text alone. It must also handle continuous and voluminous sensor and video streams. For the visual layer, we use YOLO-26. It is an NMS-free object detection model designed specifically for the resource budgets found at the edge. In this configuration, YOLO-26 processes frame-by-frame object detection and feeds only its structured text output to the language model. The language model then handles diagnostic reasoning over that data. Routing these continuous video feeds to a cloud endpoint would create an immediate network dependency and, in many contexts, a data residency violation. By combining local vision and language inference, the sensitive data never moves, only the model moves. For the software to be manageable in an industrial environment, the AI model must be treated like any other containerized factory application. We package the model weights and launch configuration as a KitOps model kit, a versioned and signed artifact, pulled from a local registry by a Podman Quadlet unit, allowing standard lifecycle management and rollbacks. To secure the runtime, we must address the threat of remote code execution. An LLM server bound to an open factory network interface is a major security risk. We mitigate this by binding the server exclusively to loopback address. On startup, the LLM server queries a local license daemon over a Unix domain socket. This connection is entirely internal to the host. The daemon verifies the license against a hardware fingerprint, checks the cryptographic signature, and confirms the expiry date, all without leaving the host. This process generates 0 DNS queries and 0 TCP connections to external hosts. There is no dependency on network reachability during runtime. This satisfies the IEC 62443 requirements for zone isolation. License renewal becomes a planned provisioning event rather than a continuous network risk. The result is a fully integrated air-gapped system. YOLO-26 for vision, a GGUF model offloaded to an NPU, packaged via KitOps, and licensed securely offline. This stack operates within the security boundary of the OT zone. solving data residency and connectivity constraints through its core architecture. Performant and compliant local AI inference is now a defined architectural standard. However, establishing the inference layer is only one part of the requirement. Reliable performance in a production environment is not guaranteed by inference capability alone. Currently, 88% of agentic pilots fail to reach production. These failures are rarely due to a model's inability to generate text. These projects fail because they lack a deterministic harness, a set of rules governing exactly what the model is permitted to do and the safety constraints it must follow. The physical compute and network boundaries are now manageable. The remaining challenge is establishing a strict read-only boundary that governs an agent's operational permissions.